this forecast brought to you by Wysocki Electric, your South Jersey Generac generator expert. Get hooked up today. Call 856-678-4300.
So honestly, not a whole lot has changed since the last time we spoke. Today is a beautiful day. Partly to mostly sunny skies across the area overlooking the Great Egg Harbor River in Mays Landing out in front of the inn at Sugar Hill. A nice, calm, tranquil day, but you definitely had a layer up. Temperatures only in the lower 30s today. Dew point at 10, so you definitely need to moisturize. You definitely need to use that chapstick because otherwise you're just going to be very, very dry and ashy and all that kind of stuff. Winds are light and variable at just 7 miles an hour right now. Temperatures across our area, I think by and large, we are in good company. Across the entire Mid-Atlantic, 33 in Philadelphia, 34 in Atlantic City, 39 in Charleston, 35 in Richmond, and 27 a little colder up to the north in Syracuse, New York. 31 in Bensalem, 32 in Medford, 33 in Hamilton, 34 in Dennisville, 32 for Stone Harbor as we head up into central Ocean County. Toms River at 34, 34 in Freehold. So well below average. We should be at 43 this time of the year. Still nothing going on Doppler radar. We'll zoom out and you'll see a few light passing showers out to the west. This is out ahead of the Arctic cold front that gets here by tomorrow morning. In fact, I think some snow showers could break out for your morning commute, but most of it should hold off until the afternoon and evening hours. We are 2 days out from our storm and we can start to tell you how to prepare. All right, I would have your supplies. I would have your candles and batteries and charge up your devices just in the event that the winds pick up above 40 miles an hour and you have that blowing, drifting snow. Power outages are a concern, especially the farther east you go. Currently, our entire viewing area is under a winter storm watch. If it looks like this thing is going to happen and the confidence rises, and we're not there just yet, maybe by tonight, we'll flip over to a winter storm warning. If that happens, I might have to relook at my forecast totals. I'll show you that map in just a moment. But my ideas from yesterday remain pretty much consistent, where Asbury Park down to Tuckerton, maybe out to Hamilton, Atlantic City, Cape May Courthouse. This is where your greatest potential for heavy snow exists. Maybe some mesoscale banding, maybe even, wait for it, thunder snow. Yeah, it's possible out of this. Moderate snow through Trenton, Marlton, Glassboro, and a lighter event, I think, for Philadelphia and the burbs of Norristown, Westchester, Media, even lighter, like a nuisance event west of Westchester. This is a product that the National Weather Service puts out. They kind of categorize and rate the intensity of winter storms in the orange shaded area, which is pretty much the entire state of New Jersey almost. Definitely central and South Jersey. It's a moderate impact. You'll have some blowing and drifting snow. There will be some appreciable accumulations, but right along the coastline, Asbury Park down to Cape May, it's a major impacting storm because of the high winds, maybe some minor tidal flooding, and that is where you're going to see the higher snowfall totals in all. The winds will start to pick up on Friday night. It'll be out of the north-northeast and then shift north and then northwest. And for that reason, a couple things are going to happen. One, the cold air is going to allow for fluffier snow. And two, I believe we are going to stay away from any kind of significant tidal flooding. Maybe some minor water in the streets, but the north direction is good. It's not an east-northeast wind, so we're not looking at stacking of the back bays. But at any rate, here are the winds picking up into the 20s, gusting into the 30s, around 40 miles an hour at this time. It is snowing heavily, blowing around, whiteout conditions possible for a few hours. And then as the storm wraps up later Saturday, a west-northwest wind will settle in. Here's our Arctic cold front right on top of the area. Some scattered snow showers are possible for the evening. Here comes our coastal low. You see where the highest chance of the banding and the heavier snow totals will be right down here across the shoreline, eastern Atlantic and Cape May. Ocean County, Monmouth County getting in on it. Then there's a sharp cutoff line to the north and west of Philadelphia. That is why we are not anticipating those folks getting much. But 8 o'clock, it's still snowing heavily, backing out of here sometime around the lunch hour, and we'll clear our skies out at night. So the travel conditions are going to go downhill 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Slowly, we'll start to see the snow pick up. The roads will start getting coated immediately because of how cold the ground is, and it's really like a 12-hour event between midnight and noon before things start to get a little bit better on your Saturday evening. So I did something while I was bored, I guess, waiting for new model data to come out. Speaking of models, I broke down by region what the major models are saying so we can get an average or a rough idea of what is most likely. For the Atlantic City International Airport, the Euro is spitting out 15 inches of snow. The Canadian 11, the GFS 9, and it goes down the scale to 8 on the NAM. You take all this, you average it out about 10 inches. I think that's reasonable. That's towards the higher end of my forecast for that area. In Hamilton, 12 inches on the Euro, 10.5 on the Canadian, lower on the GFS and NAM, your average almost 9 inches. We'll go down to Cape May. Only difference I see here, slightly warmer temperatures. Your ratio is not going to be as high, so I'm going to go with 13-to-1 instead of 15-to-1. Euro puts down 15 inches, Canadian puts down almost 12, and then 7 on the NAM and the GFS, averaging about 10 inches there. Finally, Philadelphia International Airport. Yeah, this looks a lot different, okay? Euro's going 7.2, Canadian 9, but you get to the GFS and NAM, they're under 5 inches. You average this out, and your average is 5 inches, or 5 1/3 on the nose. So that is what makes this forecast tricky, because we have all this data coming in, and we just got to decipher it and figure out what is most likely right now. So, north and west of Philadelphia, west of Westchester and Norristown, it's a nuisance event, coating to a couple inches. Through the Philly metropolitan area, I'm comfortable right now going 2 to 5, maybe a sliver of northwest Camden and Gloucester and Salem County. And then in the dark blue, that'll include Hamilton, Williamstown, Sicklerville, down into Vineland, Millville, Bridgeton, up into central Burlington County and northwest Ocean County, 5 to 7. And the jackpot zone really should be the shoreline, where we could see upwards of a foot of snow. And of course, I am highlighting my level of confidence here, which is low, right in this area. I know, no matter what the scenario is, if this storm materializes, because always in the back of my head, there's that little voice saying 2015. But if it materializes, and I think it will, this is the area of greatest concern, because that's where your highest bust potential is going to be, okay? So we're going to be watching this like a hawk going into tonight and tomorrow morning. Down here along the shoreline, I think you have a greater opportunity of flipping over to a winter storm warning tonight or tomorrow morning, because again, regardless of the track, this is where your heavy snow is going to be. This would be if it travels a little farther west than what's modeled on the GFS and the NAM. If it were to jog east, still an appreciable snow, 5 to 8 from Toms River down to Cape May, with 3 to 5 through Hamilton, Mays Landing, and Vineland, and a little less, 1 to 3 through the South Jersey, Philadelphia burbs, and the nuisance event would be right through Philadelphia. This option is on the table, okay? I want you to understand that. But I think we'll be able to firmly say by tonight, this is happening or this is not happening. I got us at an 80% chance of snow. My confidence is higher that the storm is actually going to happen. It's just understanding that a difference in 25 miles is going to make, you know, a huge impact to the forecast. 29 on Sunday, 37 on Monday. Then look at this. We climb up to 58 on Thursday, but it's not going to be long-lived. No, it's not. I think the cold weather comes right back in after that. Have a great day, everybody.